We're Swimart Noosa. Been going for about 8 months now as a mobile business. 45 years old, plumber by trade. I was thinking not really going to be crawling under houses and through roofs at 60 and 70. So this was one of the options to go, where we thought let's open up a franchise with the goal of opening up a shop down the track. Probably changed our goals. It was going to be about a year, but now it's not a crazy rush, so in the next couple of years hopefully. 2 little boys, 4 and 2, Billy and Bo. So never know, they could be scooping pools. And Tara's the IT manager. Yeah, a few people said, just don't worry about a franchise and it costs this, costs that. Just start your own business. But we started our own business, D&T Pools. I think we'll be behind the 8 ball for a long time. Where the franchise, we've got great support from fellow franchisee shops, Bruce, estate manager, and everyone we've met involved in Swimart hasn't hesitated in to saying contact us, any dramas, any calls. So great support there. You're not going left, right and centre trying to find your suppliers. It's basically all from Waterco, so you're dealing with one person. You might have a few other little accounts, but it's pretty much one-on-one type stuff. You're backed by your own product when it comes to equipment and chemicals. So I think that's a good thing, as long as everyone can stand behind that. Tara's uncle and auntie sort of pushed us that way a little bit. We looked into it and it works for them. You've got support left, right and centre, and you're not dealing with 100 different people, you're just dealing with half a dozen people. So that was a big thing with Swimart, plus the biggest chain in Australia, so it's got some strength behind it. Good. Yeah, for us, because we're a green mobile business, pretty green to working on pools the first day, so it was a very fast sort of learning curve, but we're slowly getting on top of it and getting my head around a few things. Still come up against a few obstacles now and again, but got the support there to help me out with those. So we think we've made the right decision, and hopefully we'll just keep growing it.
Yes, it's fitting in really well. At times when Damien does need to be home,
a little bit of flexibility.
We can be,
doing your own business and a mobile business. So that was another reason too. A learning curve plus building the business. So we're not just hands-on. We're driving the business, running the business, cleaning the pools,
24/7.
billing. So we're it. So you're wearing different hats, so that can be a challenge too. Where I might do a 10-hour day and come home and you'll be on the computer for a couple of hours. So it has some challenges, but that's all part of reaping the rewards. Keep building it, keep growing it, get a second vehicle on the road. Down the track we want to open a store up. Not sure when.
Maybe by the time Bo goes to school. I thought the other day, Bo's about 3 years off school. He'll start school. So by then we would definitely hope to have a shop, I think. It's a big step for us to go from what we are now to going into, we've got a lot more on the table at that point, and so I think we need to...
I'd like to have 2 or 3 vans on the road before we open a shop, so then it'll be a little bit smoother. So that's
and then we're going to retail, and neither of us have ever worked in retail, so that's a whole nother...
I'd sort of think of getting a manager in and not being the manager myself. Someone with the experience to run the shop. I can still be a bit hands-on, or maybe the technician out the back. Pretty much the capital. We weren't in a position to outlay that much to open a shop up, especially being a green store, so not one customer. Probably didn't have the capital either to buy another shop. So this way we can just hit the ground at sort of at ground level. Filled up 1 day a week as soon as we started, just from friends and family and people we knew, and we'll just build it up from there. So we've come in at sort of a low entry sort of end of it, and still costs a little bit, but minimum cost to get in. and we can build it up that way.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not just that. It's not just the capital. I mean, I think even if we had the money behind us to do it, I wouldn't have wanted to do that because we didn't really know what we were coming into. You know, it was tried and tested by my auntie and uncle, and that was something that, you know, obviously I can see that it's happening and it can work, but I didn't know that it was going to work for us. And I think being able to, you know, Damien, it was very easy, that transition to bring it in, get the car wrapped, you know, do a few things. Yeah, we still had to borrow money. It was kind of ready-made for us that way, I think, to start as a mobile rather than just jumping into a shop. Because like I said, I can see now especially that the jump from us going to what we are now into a shop is going to be huge in terms of, you know, you're now paying rent. You know, here we're running our business from home. We can claim everything, and we do, you know, like, and so we're really trying to, you know, work out how that kind of stuff all works.
And it's working for us. We're more than happy with it, and everything's going in the right direction.
And you know, we're two people that we've never even owned a pool between us. You know, so that's a big thing. You know, people say that's crazy, and it's like, well, I don't really want to own a pool now that I know how much they cost either. And it's been a change of lifestyle for us, hasn't it? I mean, that's ultimately what it was. It was kind of like, you're doing this and I'm doing that. You know, and still I'm not much to do with the business at all. And I'm helping Damo when he needs me, but I'm still doing my own thing. But you know, I think, yeah, ultimately it's what we'll be doing, and the boys, like Damien said, they'll be scooping pools and serving people in the shops and stuff. And I think that's something that we wanted for our kids, was for us to be available to them as much as we could be. Services are what sell, you know, like that's what people want. People want cleaners in their homes. They don't want to. They just want to swim in the pool. You know, I'm not talking about everybody, of course. But everyone that has a pool at some point needs a hand.